Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about two skills that are so powerful they can pretty much mend any relationship. The art of a sincere apology and the incredible strength it takes to genuinely forgive. They sound simple, right? But trust me, getting these right can change everything.
So let's just start with this question that I think we've all struggled with. Why is it so ridiculously hard sometimes to just say, I'm sorry? A lot of the time it's our own pride, or maybe just being scared to admit we were wrong. But when we stay silent, those little misunderstandings just grow and grow, creating this huge gap where we really need connection.
And here's the thing. No relationship is perfect, not even close. We all make mistakes. It's just part of being human. So the real test isn't about avoiding mistakes, it's about how we clean them up afterward. And a real apology isn't just being polite, it's literally the tool we use to fix what's been broken. It shows we actually care.
So what actually makes an apology work? Because it's not just about mumbling the words, right? A real, meaningful apology is actually a skill. It's something you can learn. It's about showing you get it, not just saying you're sorry.
Okay, check this out. The difference is night and day. On the left, you've got these weak apologies. You know the ones. I'm sorry you feel that way. See how that shifts the blame? But look at the right side. A strong apology takes full ownership. It's, I'm sorry for what I did. No excuses, just taking responsibility. That one little change is profound.
Let's break it down into a really simple four-step process. First, you've got to express real regret. Show them you feel bad for the pain you caused. Second, take responsibility. Say the words, I was wrong, and be specific about what you did. Third, offer to make it right. Actions always speak louder than words. And finally, number 4, promise to change. That's what shows your apology is a real commitment, not just a quick fix.
And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? An apology might start with words, but it's proven by your actions. I mean, if you keep making the same mistake over and over, the words I'm sorry become totally meaningless. Real sincerity is shown when you actually change your behavior. That's how you rebuild trust.
But look, an apology is only half the equation. Now we have to flip the coin and talk about its essential partner, the powerful and, often really difficult act of forgiveness.
Let's be super clear about what forgiveness is and what it's not. It is a choice. You are choosing to let go of that anger, that resentment. It is not about forgetting what happened, and it's definitely not about saying what they did was okay. Forgiveness is really about freeing yourself from carrying all that weight.
And we have to admit, this is tough. Forgiveness can feel almost impossible when the hurt is really deep, or when trust has been shattered. Or what about when it's the same mistake again and again? And maybe the hardest of all, what if you never even get an apology? These are huge roadblocks.
That's because forgiveness isn't just an event. It's not like flipping a switch where one minute you're angry and the next you're not. It's a process. It's a journey. Healing takes time, and it's totally okay to be patient with yourself. If you try to rush it, it's usually not genuine anyway. And this right here is one of the most powerful ideas you can ever embrace. Sometimes you're not going to get the apology you deserve. And in those moments, choosing to forgive isn't about them. It's an act of self-care. It's you deciding that you're not going to let someone else's mistake have power over your own happiness anymore. It's how you take back your peace.
Okay, so how do these two big ideas, apologizing and forgiving, actually come together? Well, they create this incredible cycle that doesn't just fix relationships, but can actually make them stronger and more resilient than they ever were before.
This chart really lays it out. A sincere apology and genuine forgiveness are like the two main ingredients for a healthy relationship. They're huge, and they both need that critical third piece to work: open communication. That's the space where an apology can actually be heard and forgiveness can begin.
Think of it like this. When a mistake happens, it's like a fracture in the relationship. A sincere apology is the tool you use to set the bone correctly. You're addressing the damage head-on so it can start to heal properly.
Exactly. And if the apology is the tool that sets the bone, then forgiveness is like this powerful glue that doesn't just repair the break, but it reinforces it. Seriously, a relationship that has been through a tough mistake and found its way to forgiveness on the other side often comes out with a much deeper level of trust.
So the main takeaway here is this. We have to let go of this old idea that apologizing or forgiving is a sign of weakness. It's the complete opposite. It takes a huge amount of strength to admit you were wrong, and it takes incredible strength to let go of anger. These are the hallmarks of emotional intelligence.
So I'll just leave you with this to think about. In your own life, with the people that matter most to you, how could mastering these skills actually change those connections for the better? It's definitely something worth considering. Thanks for tuning in.